Hello, it's nice to greet you. What your dog does understand, and what he can never tell you. Your dog looks at you like that almost every day. And for years we thought he was just looking for food, or simply waiting for a command. But science has discovered that behind that look there's much more than we imagine. And the most curious thing is that he'll never be able to tell you much of it in words. Today we're going to understand a little better what's really going on in your dog's head, how he perceives you, and why that relationship is much deeper than it seems at first glance. What your dog really understands. Many people believe that their dog understands whole words, almost as if he speaks the same language. The reality is a little different. Dogs can learn to associate certain words with objects, actions, or routines, especially if they are repeated many times in the same context. But what a dog truly masters isn't vocabulary, but rather reading tone of voice, gestures, and body language. If you speak to your dog gently, even if you say something neutral, he will interpret it as affection. If your voice sounds tense, even if you say his name affectionately, he will notice the tension before the words. In a sense, a dog understands intention before language, much like a baby of a few months old interprets the world. Not through the words themselves, but through the tone, rhythm, and energy of the person speaking. This sense changes his way of seeing the world. Here comes one of the most surprising parts. A dog's sense of smell is not only much more sensitive than ours, it is literally another way of perceiving reality. A dog can detect scent trails that have been in the same place for minutes, even hours, allowing him to reconstruct part of what happened before he arrived. It's as if he can smell a fragment of a space's recent past. That's why, when he enters a room and sniffs so attentively, he isn't simply being curious, he is reading information that we can't even perceive. For your dog, the world isn't seen, it's smelled. And that completely changes how they relate to everything around them, including you. The bond that can't be explained with words. There's a fascinating phenomenon that occurs when a dog and its owner look into each other's eyes. They both release substances related to affection and attachment, similar to those generated between a mother and her baby. This partly explains why the bond between a person and their dog can feel so real, so deep, even comparable to human relationships. But here's also the most delicate aspect of this relationship. Your dog has no way of telling you in words when something hurts, when something worries them, or when they simply had a bad day. They can't sit down and tell you what they felt while you were away from home. That's why paying attention to their small changes in behavior, their energy levels, how they eat, or how they approach you, is a silent but very real way of caring for them. How to apply this in everyday life. Understanding all this isn't very useful if we don't put it into practice. There are 3 simple things you can start doing today. First, be mindful of your tone of voice, because for your dog, how you say things often matters more than what you actually say. Second, observe him carefully when you get home. This is one of the moments when his true emotional state is most apparent, whether it's joy, anxiety, or tiredness. And third, maintain consistent routines for his mealtimes, walks, and rest periods, because predictability significantly reduces his anxiety and gives him a sense of security. So, in the end, your dog will never tell you he loves you using words. But every lingering gaze, every time he approaches you for no apparent reason, every time he stays by your side without asking for anything in return, is his way of telling you. Perhaps the true connection isn't about teaching him to understand your language, but about you learning, little by little, to understand his. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about your dog, subscribe to the channel for more content like this.